Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Golden State Warriors could have used an extra scoring boost in their disappointing 114-105 defeat at the hands of the Denver Nuggets on Monday night, a group missing their three-time MVP Nikola Jokic and star guard Jamal Murray. Golden State shot just 24.2% from three-point range, and four-time NBA champion Stephen Curry scored 20 points on 21 shots to go along with 7 turnovers. While the Warriors struggled mightily to put the ball in the basket against an undermanned squad, Philadelphia 76ers guard Quentin Grimes shocked the NBA world with a 46-point performance against one of the league's toughest defensive groups in the Houston Rockets. Amazingly enough, this wasn't an especially unusual type of outing for Grimes, as the ex-New York Knicks draft pick and former Dallas Mavericks guard has exploded as a scorer in recent weeks since being traded from the Mavs to the 76ers on February 4. Over the course of his last 5 contests, including his incredible effort against the Rockets, the 24-year-old world beater has averaged a ridiculous 34.5 points on splits of 53.2% shooting from the field and 42.5% accuracy from distance on 10.0 attempts. For the 2024-25 season, Grimes has contributed 13.2 points and 4.3 rebounds on a sensational 58.5% effective field goal percentage while splitting time with Dallas and Philadelphia. The Warriors' star trio of Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green know Grimes' volatile scoring ability well, as he scored what was a career-best 44 points against the team in a 126-119 76ers home victory on March 1. Due to Grimes' legendary offensive tear and his impending status as a restricted free agent this summer, Golden State's general manager Mike Dunleavy could attempt to pry the electric guard from a 76ers team that might not be able to afford his services. Golden State isn't exactly swimming in cap space, though the uncertain future of fellow restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga could open the door to a potential Grimes acquisition if the rising forward were to leave for a massive payday that the Warriors couldn't match. Grimes' hypothetical acquisition could simply remain a fantasy due to the franchise's cap situation, but he'd likely be able to positively impact a competitive Warriors team looking to capitalize on Curry and Butler's remaining prime years. As a possible backcourt partner to Curry and a career 37.8% three-point marksman, he'd serve as a capable distance threat that could also create his own shot and get to the basket with relative ease. Though it remains unlikely that he would join Curry and Butler in an effort to win a title in 2025-26, it's fun to imagine that Grimes' offensive potential could be further unlocked as a prospective member of the Warriors. Warriors may evaluate Duke's Isaiah Evans during March Madness, pair guard with Steph Curry in 2025 NBA Draft. The Golden State Warriors have been rolling since their trade deadline acquisition of ex-Miami Heat superstar Jimmy Butler, as the group has come out victorious in 14 of his first 15 contests with the club to build a current 39-28 record. Possessing the number 6 seed in the Western Conference, Golden State will look to possibly contend for a title this season, but their championship aspirations have never stopped the organization from finding diamonds in the rough when NBA draft season rolls around. In fact, Golden State's scouting department and their general manager Mike Dunleavy could look to strike gold in the second round of the 2025 NBA Draft by selecting Duke's sharpshooting guard Isaiah Evans with the number 42 overall pick. Golden State has a chance to find a solid talent in the later stages of the draft once again after their recent pair of solid selections in Quinton Post as the number 52 overall pick in the 2024 NBA Draft and Tracy Jackson-Davis, who was selected at number 57 overall in 2023. At 6'6", Evans has solidified himself as one of the best three-point shooters in the country as a freshman for the Duke Blue Devils, as evidenced by his blistering 43.9% shooting accuracy from distance paired with a ridiculous 62.8% effective field goal percentage. Evans averaged 7.6 points and 1.2 rebounds in 31 appearances for Duke throughout the regular season, but talent evaluators and scouts will be looking to get a grip for how the skilled guard can affect games throughout the program's run in the 2025 NCAA tournament, with a chance to compete for a national championship. ESPN's Jonathan Givony and Jeremy Wu have Evans landing with Golden State at number 42 overall in their latest mock draft, and his fit with the Warriors could prove to be sensational. As an off-ball operator and fantastic catch-and-shoot threat, Evans' impact on a Warriors team looking to capitalize on the remaining prime years of Stephen Curry's career may be astronomical if he were to contribute in spot minutes. With regard to his pure shooting ability, Evans has proven to be adept at relocating on the perimeter to find wide-open space to let go of a long-range attempt, and his reputation could give opposing teams another threat from the outside that must be accounted for at all times, aside from Curry. If his performance throughout March Madness warrants a selection by Golden State with the number 42 overall pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, Evans could end up making a world of a difference for a group trying desperately to extend their title window with the trio of Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green still playing excellent basketball. Is Brandon Podziemski becoming the Warriors' next great guard? Young Pod's electric performance in Curry's absence helped the Dubs secure a big win over the Bucks. When Steph Curry sits, most Warriors fans instinctively brace for offensive stagnation. It's oftentimes been the basketball equivalent of your internet cutting out right when you're about to win a video game. Something bad is about to happen and there's not much you can do about it. But Tuesday night against the Bucks told a different story, one where Brandon Podziemski isn't just filling minutes in Curry's absence. He's actively hunting for his moment to shine, as in his first game back from injury he dropped 17 points on 4 of 7 shooting from deep, with 7 rebounds against Milwaukee. That's not just confidence, folks, that's the kind of hunger that championship supporting casts are built on. Per NBC Sports, the Warriors are now 7-3 this season in games where Curry sits, and Podziemski is averaging 13.9 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 4.8 assists in those contests. The numbers don't lie. Curious about exactly how rare Pod's performance was, I dove into StatHead to examine how many Warriors guards since the 2014-15 season have managed to hit the threshold of 4+ three-pointers, 17+ points, and 7+ rebounds in a single game. Let that sink in. In roughly a season and a half of NBA action, Podziemski has already accumulated as many of these high-impact statistical performances as D'Angelo Russell and Dante DiVincenzo, and more than Jordan Poole did during his entire Warriors tenure. Knocking down 4 triples and grabbing 7 boards in a close contest is the kind of versatility that wins playoff games. And let's not forget he's putting up numbers like this while being the 19th pick in the draft. He wasn't picked to be a lottery selection expected to change a franchise. Underscore 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 underscore. What makes the Podziemski emergence particularly fascinating is that it validates the Warriors' front office decision to move on from both Klay Thompson and Poole. When those moves happened, many questioned if Golden State had adequate replacements in the pipeline. Turns out they did, they just weren't household names yet. Pods isn't just accumulating counting stats either. He's becoming the perfect complementary guard for the Warriors system. This isn't to suggest Podziemski is the next Klay or that he's already better than the Poole party was. But the early returns suggest the Warriors identified something special in Pods that many other teams missed entirely. What separates good role players from great ones is how they respond when thrust into larger responsibilities. Some shrink from the moment. Others, like Podziemski, actively understand that aggression in basketball isn't just about hunting your own shot but about applying constant pressure in multiple ways. And Pods is proving he's something like a Swiss Army knife since he burst onto the scene in his rookie year. Last season, Podziemski became the first Warriors rookie since Chris Webber, 1993-94, to record at least 600 points, 400 rebounds, and 200 assists. He was the only rookie to lead his team in plus-minus, plus 264. And now he's building on that foundation with performances that place him in statistical company with franchise icons. For a Warriors team navigating the delicate balance between extending the Curry era and building for the future, Podziemski represents the perfect bridge player. He can contribute meaningfully to a championship pursuit while simultaneously developing into a potential cornerstone for the next iteration of the team. Coach Steve Kerr clearly trusts him, deploying Pods in critical moments and increasingly complex roles. Draymond Green has taken him under his wing, imparting defensive wisdom and competitive fire. And most importantly, Curry himself seems to appreciate what Podziemski brings to the table, the ultimate stamp of approval in Warriors land. The next great Warriors guard title isn't something to bestow lightly, especially given the franchise's storied backcourt history. But the early evidence suggests Podziemski could be working his way into that conversation, one licked chop at a time, and for a 19th pick who wasn't even expected to crack the rotation as a rookie? That's enough to make the rest of the league question what they missed in their pre-draft evaluations. Just don't tell them yet. Let's keep that particular secret in the Bay for a little while longer.